Hey y'all, this is Lori Kraft with the Kraft team in Next Term Realty Center, and I am bringing you a live video about one of our most beautiful listings right here in the heart of Cottage Grove. And for those of you who aren't real familiar with the Houston market, Cottage Grove is right next to the Heights, and that is on the outskirts of the loop. You're getting into the inner loop when you get here. And it's a nice, easy jog into downtown. And this area is so cool. There's so many really unique features about it. It's what we call a walkable neighborhood, which means that you can leave and you can walk down the street and you've got bars and you've got restaurants and you've got shopping and you've got grocery store, and it's just a really neat kind of in-town feel. But you're a little bit out in the burbs, not really what we'd call suburbs anymore. Certainly the Heights has been one of the hottest happening, growing areas for the last 15 years. And Cottage Grove has really come into its own, especially with these 3-story townhomes. What makes this a little bit unique is, unlike on the other side of the freeway, sorry for that flash in my hand, where you get into Rice Military, a little bit into Memorial proper, that area of the world, you have a lot of small, tiny developments where the HOA is pretty much self-managed and there are not very many amenities. Here you actually get amenities. You have a pool. You have people that take care of the front of your yard. The streets are maintained. And in fact, I'm going to try to turn this, see if I can turn it around. I cannot turn it around. Of course not, because that would be easy. So I'm going to just turn it this way. And I'm going to show you those pavers, because that's what you see on these streets. You can see that there is a very strong continuity in architecture, that we see the black with the matte stucco and the beautiful Mediterranean stonework or brickwork. And I'm coming back around. And then, of course, here we have a turret. We are a corner home. So the corner homes are kind of curved, and you get more of a turret, almost like a Romeo and Juliet feel to them. I just think they're so fabulous. And I'm going to try to walk you through this as best I can. When you walk in this home, you're going to notice, first of all, these are genuine hardwoods. She paid top dollar for these beautiful babies. And this is more of a country French feel, but it lends itself to all kinds of design. And if you notice on the back wall there, you have a wall of glass doors. In fact, only one actually opens, but they're all letting in natural light. But then above it, you have a traditional transom with window painting. So you get a very contemporary feel, but it is a nod to that Mediterranean design, especially with all of that beautiful paneling and all of those rich features, like your crown molding. And you've got beautiful 6-inch baseboards, marble surround on that fireplace. Those cabinets are actually expensive, very custom, and they are throughout the entire house. You see them again reflected in the kitchen with that matte door. It does not have a bevel. It's a flat door, more modern and more contemporary. But again, the hardware makes it more modern, but you could switch that out and make this French country in a heartbeat, because everything else here is neutral. You've got a bar set up here. I love that you can do a cold fridge for your whites. And I would actually build out those boxes and put some framing in them. And that way you could put your reds above it. The backsplash is gorgeous, very neutral. You've got creams and grays, which again, those are all the rage right now, but they're so neutral. You're gonna be able to maximize this design aesthetic for years and years. Lots of storage behind those doors, big pantries. And that actually leads to the garage. And then, of course, we have a 3-story home. So beautiful stairwell with wrought iron spindles. And I'm going to walk you up to show you the first floor, or the second floor rather, with its beautiful bedrooms. And I love this. I love the wood with the white risers. I think it's just such a classic look. Lends itself again to multiple design aesthetics. This first room is the first of 4 bedrooms. It is being used currently as a study, but actually has a large closet, 2 closets in fact. Beautiful natural light coming in, and you can see this easily works for a child's room, a guest room. It's just a great space. And when you come back in here, this is going to be a little shocking to how large this is. Look at this gorgeous bedroom. You've got plenty of room throughout here. Just beautiful. For some reason, this just kind of makes me feel like I'm in a Parisian loft. I don't know why, but it does. And then, of course, when you open these windows, which I found myself struggling with the shades, and I didn't want to mess them up because they're pretty expensive. But you've got beautiful views out onto the courtyard. You can see that. And when all of those trees are blooming, holy cow, it's so beautiful. And it does make you feel like you're in Europe. This is another 3-piece washroom, but look at how unique that beautiful subway tile is stacked so that it feels more like brickwork than subway tile. And then you can see that archway gives it another architectural interest. Beautiful granite. Again, the same cabinetry throughout. It's just remarkably elegant. And then when you come through here, you get another view of another closet, more expansive storage. You've got a laundry room. And then I do want to point out what I think is one of the biggest features of this home, this gorgeous primary bedroom. It is expansive and it is serene at the same time. It feels very cozy and yet huge. It's a king bed. You've got 2 side tables in here. She's put a large divan back there and with a reading nook. It's just lovely. And then you come into your primary bath. And again, it's a different bathroom, but everything works. It is very similar in style, but different. So you've got marble flooring, marble surround, that huge soaker tub. You could get lost in that. With the fountain, I love the fountain faucet. Let me see if I can turn it on real quick. I just love that. I don't know why, but I just think that's so relaxing. And then, of course, you have this huge shower. I mean, that's really large. And I personally like a window in a shower. It's up high enough, no one's gonna see you naked. But at the same time, it lets in natural light and it just feels a little bit more high end. I love that. And then again, the same granite is continued throughout with those same very high end cabinetry. You've got a toilet area, water closet. And then of course you've got this, I won't share all of her stuff because that's not fair, but you've got this huge closet and then you've got winter storage as well. And we're not done because we have yet another floor. So I'm heading up now to the 3rd floor where we have our 4th and final bedroom, 3rd full bathroom, landing area, entertainment space, and outside terrace. So as you can see here, you have an entryway onto the terrace from here, huge landing area. They've got it set up as a reading nook and art space, but seriously, you could put a game table up here. I mean, there's enough room for sure. This is the last of the full baths. And you can see again, it's a little unique because this one actually has some green mosaic, but it all ties together. You've got that black mosaic running through it. You've got the same marble tile on the shower floor as you do in the primary bath. And then you've got the same cabinetry and the same granite. So it all ties together, a little different though. This is the 4th bedroom, and this is another smallish bedroom, but they're also big. Small is relative, right? And you've got a huge closet in there. And I love the high-end tall doors. It feels like you're in a luxury home. because it is. And then this, of course, is the bonus space that can be used for a number of purposes. They're using it, honestly, as a multi-purpose space. They've got it set up as a media. And I don't know if you've ever looked at sectionals, but this sectional is too big for most dens and most living areas. And yet it fits comfortably in here. Looks like it was made for this room. You also have shelving that she's put in. That is removable. And it's negotiable. I mean, I think she would leave it for the right price, but it's certainly something worth discussing. That cabinetry, however, is built in, and it's set up for entertaining. She's also got a little music area. She uses her exercise bike up here, but you could make this space be whatever you want it. And with all this natural light, it would make a lovely artist studio if you like art. And then my favorite part of these 3-story townhomes is the terrace. Now we have another outside space downstairs too. The wind's knocked over her owls. We'll have to fix that. This is a covered area, so it provides some shade and release from the sun in the hot Houston weather. But it's also got lots of open space for the sun. So if you like to sunbathe, you've got space to do that. And then down there is the community pool. A lot of people like to go down there and hang out. And one of the joys of living in town are things like this. There you can wave at your neighbors. And I know some people don't like that. You don't like that, you don't want to be in town. You're going to want to be way out in the burbs where you've got lots of room. But here, that's part of the joy of living in town, is the close proximity. So you can hang out. It's a way to have fun with your neighbors. Now, I mentioned I was going to say something about the expansive closet space. Here's another huge closet. So why do we have all of this ginormous closet space? Well, you got 3 stories. Maybe you don't like going up and down stairs all day long. Well, this is already set up for an elevator. Elevators are built out in many of these homes. And in this area, it just wasn't real popular because most of the people moving in here were younger, but our age demographic is shifting. So we're seeing more and more elevators being installed. Now, you'll have to talk to your realtor or me, and we can help you a little bit understand what the cost to add that feature would be. But since your rails are already in, it's far less expensive than trying to build out on one where the rails are not there and the room is not there. So I'm switching it back around. So this is Lori Craft, and I've hoped you enjoyed our short little tour of 5631 Conterre in the heart of Cottage Grove. If you have any questions about Cottage Grove, the Heights, Rice Military, this area of 610 in Houston, right off of I-10, I would be more than happy to help you and give you more information. This is Lori Craft with the Craft Team, hoping you will craft your new beginning with us. And you can give us a call here at the Craft Team at 281-630-9935. And we would love to help you craft your new beginning.